Hey guys, welcome back to the Vegan View. Today we are going to be doing a little Q&A. We asked you guys on our stories, what you wanted to know, and some of you delivered.
I liked this question. What was the first month going vegan like for you, and did you get acne from B12? So I thought that was an interesting question because I've never heard that before. Getting acne
from B12? From missing B12?
I guess
or from taking B12.
I just assumed she meant from taking it.
From taking it.
Yeah, I've heard people have said that they got acne from taking B12 or vitamin D3 as well, but I think it's the type of pill. Like there's a certain type of that like is more prone to giving you acne. I'm not sure. If you guys know in the comments down below, please feel free to let us know.
And that's where I think that issue comes up with, a lot of the misconceptions about like things that vegans are missing. Like B12 is a huge one that comes up. So I think that maybe when people first go vegan, they panic and they take too much. And obviously that shows on your skin because too much of anything is a bad thing. I personally did not have that issue.
I get my B12 from nutritional yeast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But my first month being vegan, oh my goodness, I had no idea what to eat. I was literally eating like raw bell peppers, like an apple. Like I was eating cucumber salads, and I was so hungry because I had, this is like 8-9 years ago. So like I didn't know what to eat. Like I'm just thinking, okay, just plants, and I would be so hungry, and then I eventually found my way.
Yeah. When I first went vegan, I was very confused. This was around the time when like Raw Till 4 and like those types of like it was a very much like fruitarian, like Raw Till 4 type of environment on YouTube. So I would watch videos like that and be like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to eat like that. But meanwhile, I'm eating like El Pollo Loco. I'm getting like the vegan option from them.
They had a vegan option back then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
And even Taco Bell. And then I would get Del Taco before the rice was vegan. I would get it without rice. So we would just eat like fast food, and then of course we'd get like the Gardein and stuff like that. But it's like when I wasn't eating super processed, I was trying to eat fruitarian and like things that I personally weren't appealing to me. So then, like you said, I was feeling hungry all the time. I was feeling not satisfied. And so I think it's really important to find people that you really resonate with that eat the way that you ate pre-vegan. Once I found those people on YouTube, I was like, oh, thank heavens. Like these people eat pasta and they eat sandwiches and they eat the things that tacos, the things that I was used to eating before going vegan. And I didn't feel like I had to like have a smoothie with 12 bananas like we've talked about, or only eat fast food. So definitely, if you're struggling, try to find people that eat like you.
As I've mentioned before, I was kind of introduced to veganism through raw veganism. I was never 100% raw, but I would say like 80, 10, 10, I think was what the percentages was. So I tried that, and that was my introduction. So I just remember eating a lot of watermelon and not getting enough calories from it, so being a little tired throughout the day. But I never thought it was because of the veganism. I thought maybe it was just like a detox like symptom. Like
Which does happen.
Yeah, it does. It does, especially if you're eating something for a long time that isn't healthy, and then you all of a sudden, hit your body with fruit. It can be kind of a shock to your body. So I started that way, and then I got into watching more of the like raw vegan YouTubers and 80-10-10ers, and then I started doing the 10 smoothies, the 10 bananas in the smoothie. So I did that for a while, and then I started hanging out with people who were less like that and going to potlucks, and then I discovered vegan cupcakes and like vegan pizza and all these like restaurants that were open back then. So lots of fruit in my first month, and less so as I progressed.
Did you get acne from going vegan?
I
didn't.
I never focused on like the B12 thing either. I never
focused on it
still
either.
never
I didn't
focus
pay
on it.
attention to. I know I still
get
am like,
nutrition
oops, I forget.
baby.
I'm inconsistent
Yeah.
for sure. I think the last time I took like a supplement was like 5 months ago. But every time that I've gone to the doctor to get a blood test, it's never been an issue. It's never been below or above. It's just always kind of where it needs to be. So I'm not too concerned about it. But of course, if it's something that you're concerned about, then I would just recommend getting blood tests just to make sure that you're okay.
My first month that I went vegan, I had really bad hormonal acne around my chin. Like, I still have scarring from it. And as soon as I went vegan, it cleared up instantly. And it was, I think, I mean, I drank a lot of milk. Oh, that's so gross. But I did drink a lot of dairy. I ate a lot of cheese. Like, it was disgusting. So the second I went vegan, it was like gone. And I had gone to dermatologists and they're just like giving me stuff to put on it, but never ever discussed diet or like cutting out dairy or anything, which blows my mind because it was that simple.
I don't pay the checks for it.
Well, it depends too, because like I did have acne like right before and around the time I went vegan, but it was completely unrelated. It was due to my birth control. So it's like, if you are getting acne, yes, definitely, like if you feel like it's the B12 or the D3 or whatever vitamins you're taking, like maybe try a different brand and see if that makes a difference, or maybe take less, or go to your doctor and ask your doctor if you need to be taking it at all, because they could do a blood test and tell you your levels.
But yeah, the first month, like you have to realize, like most people, like, you know, you go your whole life eating meat and like maybe dairy products. So like, yeah, it's going to be an adjustment. It's just like the moment you graduate college. It's like, wait, what do I do? I've been in school my entire life, you know? You've been eating meat and dairy your whole life. It's going to be, you know, it might be a little hard to adjust the first month because you don't know what to put together.
Yeah. But it gets better. How long have you all known each other / how did you meet?
So I met Alessandra in a Whole Foods parking lot about, I'd say 6 years ago.
Wait,
Whole Foods parking lot?
It feels like a lifetime though.
Yeah.
Wait, we need to hear
You
this
checked
story.
out her cart and you were like, she's vegan.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, she a baddie with them gardines.
I remember you telling me that when you first saw me and I was going to get into the car, you were like, who's that?
Yeah, so like we had a mutual friend, and that mutual friend, we were doing a photo shoot for her brand, and so I was riding in the car with our friend, and we picked up Alessandra at a Whole Foods, and I was sitting in the back seat, and then Alessandra came and sat in the back seat with me, and I was like, who is this girl? And I literally fell in love with her that day, and we've been inseparable ever since, and she's one of my very best friends for life.
True story. True story.
That's so cute.
So you're like five or 6 years? 6 years?
Let's say 6.
Okay, let's say 6.
All right.
Who knows?
So, Alessandra and I have known each other, I think.
Also like 5.
Also 5 years, and we met through Devin, right?
We met through Devin.
Yes, a fellow
Hi, Devin.
vegan.
Hi, Devin.
We love Devin. I mean, obviously, it's hard not to fall in love with Alessandra, so it's been love ever since.
We met at a cantina in Hollywood. We were just talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
And I just showed up, and then Devin was there, and then we kind of like chatted.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, we kind of like rekindled when I went to film school, and Melina was in every single one of my student films. So you could find them. They're on YouTube, and she's in all of them.
Shout out.
And that's how I met Melina when Alessandra was in film school. She was getting her cast together for her like senior project or one of her projects, her film projects. And she's like, yeah, I like want a vegan cast. Like, I'm gonna ask Melina. I'm like, who's Melina? And she's like, she's vegan. I'm like, I don't know her. And then like I met her, and like, how can you not love her? And so we were in Alessandra's film, and it was like based in what, the 50s?
Like 60s,
The
yeah.
60s. And we're like playing like super bomb women, and we're like smoking cigarettes in the office.
Fake cigarettes.
Yeah, fake cigarettes.
That was my
Fake.
favorite thing that
Playing
we did because
super
it was
bomb women.
playing
you
the
are.
reverse. Like,
It was the reverse.
where
You are
women
super
were
bomb.
sexist and controlling men all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
So
What
like,
a fabulous
I was like,
world.
you know, the black woman who's like the CEO of the company in my office, and like, you know, my secretary is this boy, and I'm just like, ugh, go run my errands.
Yeah.
And Melina's my
I love
coworker,
it.
and we're talking about, what was it, about tampons and stuff?
It was a tampon company in the 60s, and it was kind of like a reverse world where it was men that didn't have, you know, many rights in the workplace.
And they were running around panicked that their boss was going to yell at them, and we're like, oh, get out of here. Nobody
Get
asked you to
outta here.
speak.
no one
I
asked you to
love
speak.
it.
So I thought that was really cool, and that's how I met Melina.
Mhm.
I want to watch that.
You haven't seen it? No.
Alessandra doesn't post any of this stuff.
It's all on YouTube.
She says go watch it on
Everything
YouTube, but
is
you'll
on
never know how to
YouTube.
find
You'll
it.
never know how to find it. And also during quarantine, Alessandra, she had this great idea to write a film. She knew that I had like just started like dabbling with screenwriting. So she was like, do you want to write this? Like, blah, blah, blah. And so I wrote it, and she directed it, and
And
we
I
produced
starred
it, and
in
she starred in
it.
it.
So you guys have to watch it. Okay, now you have to post the link because we're talking about
Okay.
it.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna post the
We'll
link.
post the link.
you have no
We're gonna
choice. You're
post the link.
cornered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hannah?
I met Melina at a vegan event. I'm pretty sure it was like a veggie girl event or something.
Oh, the
yeah.
dinner.
I also met you at a vegan
Yeah.
event. At,
We
like,
already
Eat,
followed
Drink,
each
Vegan.
other on Instagram, but yeah, we met at Eat Drink Vegan. Who I went there with you.
Yeah.
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 And yeah, I met
Yeah.
you. We like talked about whatever foods we were eating.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I like that girl. She's super nice.
Yeah, and then we all kind of reconnected at the beginning, like literally right before the panoramic happened. And we all were connected because of Alessandra, because she was doing a short film and I was going to act in it. And Joy
I was the casting
did
director,
casting.
and I cast them. They did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And literally, it was the
Yeah.
week of us about to shoot.
The panoramic happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's when like the orders came in that we couldn't gather with like more than 10 people, and obviously it was going to be a set. There was going to be a lot of people, and
We
you
put
know,
so much work into
Right.
it. We had like several casting calls. Like
yeah, we had
You
all the
guys are sad.
locations.
Yeah.
People were scared, so you know we were scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really sad we didn't get
So
to
we
make
didn't.
it.
We were all gonna work on that together, and now here we are, like a year
Yeah.
later, all together. So
Yeah.
you
Full
just gotta,
circle.
Yep, we're meant to be one
Meant to
way.
be.
So
I feel like Alessandra's the common denominator here.
yeah.
You're
I
the one
am,
that-
aren't I?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
bring people together.
Yeah.
Now we just love each other. Like, it's so awesome. Like, these girls are like family.
Not only do we have things in common because of what we do for work outside of being vegan, but also just being vegan and having those like core values.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's another really good question that somebody asked. They said, how do you make vegan friends? What do you guys think?
Going to vegan events, following vegans, and interacting with other vegans on Instagram and
Yeah.
whatever other social medias you use.
If I really think about it, yeah, most of the vegan friends that I've made are people who just reached out to me on Instagram. Like, for example, Devin, who is kind of like the top of the chain of meeting all of you guys, she just slid into my DMs like 6 years ago and was like, I'm vegan too, let's hang out. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah. And then we went to Gracias Madre because at the time Gracias Madre was brand new. So we're like, let's go try this new restaurant. And then we just, obviously, I mean, I
Yeah.
love her. So, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's how I met
Instagram
all
is
you
a
guys.
gem for that.
It really is.
When
It's a great way to
I
meet
went
people.
vegan almost 8 years ago, I really didn't know anyone in the community, so I was using this thing called Meetup. So on Meetup, I went to like some like raw vegan potlucks, or like fruit lucks is what they would call them, and that's how I started meeting people. And then I met someone there who wasn't raw vegan, and then I went to another potluck because of that person, and then I started meeting like all the people that I'm still friends with now today, like in the vegan community. So Meetup is great. I'm pretty sure it's still around. But I think the most efficient thing now is Instagram. And then once you
Yeah.
meet vegans, you'll meet other vegans because we
Yeah.
know each other.
Like Facebook groups, like I said in a previous episode, I felt so alone, you know, so many years ago, and then I got into some Facebook group and they were like, we're doing a meetup at Sage Bistro, and I went there and I went to that vegan event all alone, but then I felt so welcomed and I met so many people, and you know, I still follow those people on Instagram, and you know, but yeah, you find your tribe. This is my tribe, so you got to get your own. No, I'm just kidding. You're our tribe too.
No, we have a Facebook group too as well. So if you want to, there's a lot of people in there, and I've seen people be like, anybody that's vegan in Denver, like, let's meet up. So
yeah.
definitely hop in there and, you know, see if you can find people in your area, but don't be afraid to like get out of your comfort zone, go to the meetups, go alone, like if you have to. I
Yeah.
mean, you will make friends.
It
I
will be so
promise.
Yeah.
worth it.
I went alone to a lot of fruit lucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I made friends.
Yeah.
But just
So-
being vegan, you have so much in common already.
Yeah.
Like you can just talk to that person about so many things off the bat. So yeah, just go for it. Go find those friends.
Favorite drink?
Oh.
I know yours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess your top three.
Okay.
Oh,
Joy's gonna tell everyone what Alessandra likes.
Alessandra loves kombucha.
Yeah.
This is true.
Alessandra loves matcha / yerba mate.
Yes.
And
Also true.
Alessandra loves coffee.
Yep.
Are those your top three?
That sums up my personality.
Okay, in no particular order, but coffee and tequila.
Yes. Snap.
It's the truth. And then water.
Yeah.
Can't forget water.
Water's
Love
good.
water. We love water.
I like iced oat milk lattes
Mm.
and iced green teas. Bonus if it's jasmine green tea. That's my favorite tea ever. I also like matchas, but not as much as the other two. And favorite alcoholic drink is any like boozy kombucha. Love.
Alessandra probably won't get this, but I just want to. Do you know my top three?
Your top 3 drinks?
Yeah.
Are
Non-alcoholic.
you a real friend?
Non-alcoholic. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
I mean, I know yours, but you rave about yours. That's how I know.
Somebody's
Yeah,
losing friend
I
points
post
here today.
I post like the kombucha of the day on Instagram like every day.
What are my top 3 drinks?
Water.
Do you like horchata? Is that one of
Water.
your
Okay, Hannah. Okay, does Hannah know me more than you?
I'm a better friend.
Water's number
Wait,
1.
she's getting demoted.
I
Got
don't
2
know.
more. You're getting demoted. I
I don't know.
Hannah's my new bestie. Okay, my top 3 are water, coconut water, and kombucha.
Ooh, coconut
Okay.
water.
Oh, I forgot about
Water.
coconut water.
Yeah.
That's not your favorite.
Oh my god, but I love coconut
Isn't it
water.
so good?
I forgot about it. Okay,
It's-
coconut water needs to make a comeback into my life. Yes.
Coconut water is amazing.
But like, I'm very specific about the coconut water.
Me
like,
too.
It has to be like from a real coconut, or it's like the. I'm not gonna say it because you need
pink
to
one?
sponsor me.
You need to sponsor me too.
But
I know
it's
what
yeah,
you're
it's
talking
that
about.
one.
It's that one.
It will.
I like this one.
What?
What do you all have in common and what absolutely not?
Oh,
That's a good one.
Oh.
They all love burritos and I don't.
Yeah, that's true. Joy does not like burritos. She doesn't like the tortilla, the way it folds, especially at the ends.
I think
Yeah.
we cover that with the samosa.
Especially
and
at the
the
Yeah.
taste
One
test
thing we
video.
all have in common though is we're all earth signs.
Ooh,
We're all
hint,
Earth
hint,
signs.
Hint.
Hint.
Oh yeah, that was a question. Is what our astrological signs are, and we are gonna tell you, but we're gonna reveal it on TikTok. So go follow us on TikTok. We'll leave it in the description box down below, and stay tuned for the big reveal.
Hannah's the only blonde. I don't know. I'm pointing out all the obvious things here.
2 of us are bilingual or multilingual.
Yeah.
True.
And we're working on it.
we're working on it. Pretty much have a lot.
We do have a lot in common.
A lot in
We pretty
common.
much have a lot in common. Yeah,
So-
there's really not much that we don't have in common.
We
I don't
love
think.
food.
If you haven't
We love a good
guessed
time.
it yet, we all think that SeaWorld sucks.
SeaWorld sucks.
We have that in common.
We absolutely have that in common.
What are 3 things you do every morning in your morning routine?
Coffee.
Coffee. Coffee first thing. Sometimes I can't even get out of bed. I wish that there was a way for me to turn the machine on without getting out of bed.
I have one of those.
You have that?
Yeah, you can connect it to your Wi-Fi and you turn it on from bed,
Dun,
or
dun,
you set it, or you set it so that like at 8 a.m. it turns on every morning.
Malina,
so by the time you wake
good
up,
for
Please,
you.
where have I
We're
been?
gonna set you up.
Please, okay.
it's a Canadian brand.
Okay, Canadian brand. Yes, absolutely. I need to get me one of those. That's the first thing. What's your first thing you do in the morning?
Coffee,
Coffee?
for sure.
Hannah?
Check my phone.
Oh well, yeah, I check my phone
happens.
first.
I try not to, but
I
sometimes
know.
it's just you got to. You got to check the time, and then you see all the notifications. And
I
it's
check
like,
my
I gotta
phone
make
first.
sure I have this like anxiety that someone's gonna text me and that they need something, and it's just like the first thing I do. I either
Yeah.
check my phone or I check my planner because I'll write out what I need to do the next day. I'll write it out in my planner,
Mhm.
and then I'll check that. See
That's
what I
my
have to
second
do.
thing I do. Check
That's
the
my
phone.
assistant.
I know.
So 3 things I do every morning. I burn my Palo Santo and my sage. Get the energy right. Have to do that.
I'm picturing your beautiful bedroom too.
I know, the
Thank
all
you.
white.
I know, and the
thank you.
green
So angelic.
plants.
Joy's in there like,
I listen to at least 15 minutes of positive affirmations every morning. And I'm Buddhist, so I chant Nam-myoho Renge-kyo at my Gohanzen every morning to start my day.
amazing.
And
Yeah.
I chant for like, all types of things, but just like whatever I want for the day, just overall peace and wellness and happiness.
love that.
and-
Meanwhile, I'm like, I need coffee, and I check my phone, make sure nobody important DM'd me on Instagram.
I wake
Take
up.
my dogs out to poop.
I wake up in the morning and I choose violence.
Towards myself.
I really do though, because I will go on TikTok and then I'll find something to get mad about, and then it's like
Hannah!
I
The
know.
whole day pissed off thinking.
I know.
It's like you're searching for something negative.
No, I'm searching for something funny, but then sometimes I get something negative. But that's my fault for
happens.
opening that app first thing in the morning.
Why are you searching for something funny right when you wake up?
Because
Because
I
she
want
wants to
like
laugh in the
and-
morning.
and, like,
You want to start the
But
day with
I am gonna
funnies.
start meditating. That's something I do really want to start doing. So
Yeah.
I will definitely
I
get
feel like
on
how you
that.
start your mornings is really important.
It is.
Like the days that I'm off my routine, I feel it throughout the day. But like
Yeah.
setting your day a certain way, it's just like
I've always wanted to start meditating, and when I have tried it, I feel like it almost makes my anxiety worse because sitting there by myself, my mind starts racing, and I start thinking about all these things, and then I get anxious, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
It's
okay, I
intimidating.
can't.
Practice. It just takes practice.
Yeah.
It's intimidating. Like if you don't know how to do it, it's
Yeah.
intimidating because even if you look up, guidance, it's like it feels like everyone's ahead of you, and you're just like, I don't know what that means. What am I doing?
Yeah. And then I
Yeah.
feel silly, and I'm
It's
like, all right, I
hard.
gotta go. This is done.
It's just practice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Clearly, we need some of us need some help with
Some
our
of us
morning
need-
routine. Comment and let us know what you guys do for your morning routine.
Yes.
Please.
Give us ideas.
Help.
Help.
Oh, what is the best brand for vegan cheese?
Brand.
Yeah.
That
I
is
just-
a loaded question.
I have mine. that I like. There are many kinds of vegan cheeses, so I like different ones for different things.
Yeah.
But just as a spread and to dip like carrots or cucumber in, I love MISHA'S. I think they're so good. I'm not sure if you can get them everywhere. I know that they're at local farmers markets in LA. I know that they're at Whole Foods and they're at Erewhon. I'm not sure if every Whole Foods around the country carries them, but so
I
good.
think that Misha's has one named after me, like called J-O-I.
Oh, they do. I've had
Yeah,
it.
they do.
I've had it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
really
is
good.
good.
Yeah.
That's one of my
Shout out to
favorites.
y'all.
Wait, is Misha's the one we have in the bagel steak?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is the first time
Very
I've ever
good.
tried it.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
delicious. I tried the lox one today for the first time.
Yeah.
Delicious.
They have a
I need to
truffle
try all the
one,
flavors.
which is
Mm.
amazing.
Oh, I love
Anything.
truffle. I love
Yeah.
truffle.
And then there's an herby one. That's my favorite.
That sounds
Yeah.
good.
And I don't like olives, but this one has olives in it, and it is.
And
the
you
best.
like it?
It's so
that's
good.
saying something.
It's so good.
Is
That is
Misha's
good.
black owned?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
And female
Love
owned
that.
too, I think,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, we love it.
Oh, amazing. I've seen them at the Larchmont Farmers Market.
Yeah.
But they sell it in stores, though.
They at Whole Foods and at Erewhon.
Shout
least
out
in
to
LA.
MISHA'S.
Yeah.
I personally, like you said, there's like a bunch of different vegan cheeses for different things, but my go-to is follow your heart. Like when I make vegan burgers and stuff, like that's what I like to use. I also like chow, and I also like MIYOKO'S, but for different things. Every day is follow your heart for me.
Yeah, I think follow your heart for me for most of the stuff. I love MIYOKO'S has these little like
Wheels.
chive wheels. Oh my god, that's my favorite to just like snack
oh
on
my
with
God.
crackers.
I could eat the
Yeah.
whole thing in one
Have
sitting.
you had
It's so good.
Yeah, it's my
Haven't had it.
favorite.
Please,
the roasted
everybody
sun-dried
try.
tomato one.
I like the sun-dried tomato one,
the
but the
chive
chive
is-
is my favorite.
Mhm.
Avocado toast, put it on before the avocado. You guys
Oh.
please do it and let me know what you think because it is
Wow.
so good.
That
It's a
sounds
game
so
changer.
delicious.
It's so good.
So
We
smart.
should
So
do an
delicious.
avocado toast segment where we put different things on it.
Yeah.
You know,
I
Where we
love
come up with
avocado
different
toast.
amounts.
Yes. I echo all of those. The only one I want to add is BioLife.
Yes.
They have a feta that is phenomenal.
Yes.
Like it is the closest thing to a vegan feta, like to actual feta that I've ever had.
Okay, but
Yep.
I just tried one that 100%
Really?
competes against that one because that was my favorite. I will find the brand and we will link it below because it is so good.
What's the brand that has a smoked Gouda? Is it 365?
Do 365 has a vegan cheeseburger?
They
Yeah.
do. They do.
A chow.
Yeah.
Is
Is
it
it-
chow?
But also,
No.
BioLife has a smoked Gouda too.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's either 365 or
Follow
BioLife.
your heart. Follow your
God,
heart
I
has
don't
smoked
know.
Gouda too.
Find the smoked Gouda,
Smoked Gouda.
and have it. It's great.
But also, like, okay, shout out to Dea for being the first
Oh yes.
ever vegan cheese. Their jalapeno Havarti is
Oh,
bomb.
That
I
sounds
still love
delicious.
Dea.
you
So
haven't
good.
tried it?
I
The
still love
jalapeno
Dea.
Havarti is so good.
So good. Their cutting board shreds are really good. There's so many options now.
I like this one. What are your all-time favorite meals?
Let's do breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
Okay.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
That just made it harder.
Yeah, that does.
Sorry, never mind. I take it back.
I love anything pasta or noodles. So gnocchi is my favorite. I just love those pillowy little potato puffs. And buffalo cauliflower, I will eat. If buffalo cauliflower is on the menu at a restaurant, I'm eating it. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I love it. Those are my two like favorite things, I think. But I love everything. Now I'm like vegan sushi is so good too.
Yeah. I love Thai food. I love Ethiopian food. I love tacos. Tacos is my favorite thing.
Yeah,
I just
tacos.
love tacos.
Mm.
It's like my comfort food. It's my happy food. It's my sad food. It's my in-between food.
Yeah.
I love tacos.
I know tacos really
And
are
nachos.
great.
And nachos.
Like if
I
you're
don't
feeling
know
down,
nachos.
I deserve some tacos.
No,
If
yeah.
you're not feeling down, you're feeling great, I deserve some tacos.
Yeah.
It's
always a good time for tacos.
Also, okay, when we were in Ecuador, someone, maybe it was your mom, someone made something with beans and rice and like plantains and like something else. And like, that's like such a good comfort meal to me. Like, just warm. Like, that's like soul food for me. Like, just like that comfort food. I love anything comforting.
I think I'd have to say Thai food for me. I love Thai food. Obviously, the Muay Thai wings. If I'm not sick of something, it's my favorite food. Like that's just.
Thai food is the best.
I love Thai food, but then I love burritos. I love getting a burrito, like extra cheesy burrito. So delicious. Extra guac with pico, everything. Ugh. Yes, pizza. I love pizza, especially now that vegan cheeses have gotten so amazing. It actually tastes like what I remember pizza tasting like, and it's like almost nostalgic because it's like, oh my god, this tastes exactly. Because for a while, vegan pizza was a little rough. Now it's delicious, and I love me some pizza dipped in ranch, some Follow Your Heart ranch.
Yeah, pizza dipped
Yeah,
in ranch.
I know. I like junky stuff.
It's
I like
top tier.
but it's that's my favorite food.
Top tier.
But pizza, like even if it's bad, it's still pizza. You know?
Yeah.
It's like bad pizza is still good pizza.
Yeah.
No,
It's just
good
not
pizza is
excellent
good
pizza.
pizza.
No, good pizza is good pizza, but bad pizza is good pizza too.
Yeah,
I get what
pizza's
you're saying.
pizza. Pizza's pizza.
Pizza's
like,
pizza.
honestly, I will get down on some just fast food pizza with no cheese, and you can like eat it with veggies on top. Like it's still good.
Yeah.
It's still bread with marinara and
Marinara sauce
and veggies.
Like marinara sauce, you just can't go wrong with.
You just
it's
can't go
spaghetti
wrong with
marinara.
bread.
Well,
and marinara.
sometimes you can go wrong. I was in Mississippi, and
There's your problem.
Yeah, problem one. There was no vegan things to eat, so I got a pizza, and I said a veggie pizza with no cheese, and I forgot to say no olives, but whatever. So the pizza came, and it was literally all olives with like 3 slivers of zucchini.
No.
So by the time I picked off all the olives, it already tasted like olive bread anyway. So it was just like bread and marinara and like the 3 slivers of zucchini that were left. So sometimes,
Could you
sometimes
imagine them in the back in the kitchen? They're like, she said no cheese.
what do we give her?
Throw the olives on there. The olives.
literally
Couple
all
zucchinis.
olives.
Okay, this question says, why do you each live in LA? Born there / transplant? First of all, I don't like that term transplant. It's like, I'm not a transplant. I just live somewhere
Makes you
else.
sound like
that
you're
I
an
wasn't-
alien.
Yeah,
like,
like
came from Mars.
transplant. Like, huh? Not a transplant.
I use that word a lot.
You do?
Oh, yeah, 'cause you're a
'cause you're from
local.
LA.
Yeah, I say transplants a
See,
lot.
it's the locals that like to use that
I guess
word. They're
so.
like you people that came
Yeah,
from.
transplant.
Yeah.
I get it because
I get it.
there are like people that move to LA, and I don't think we are those people, but there are people that move to LA and they want to talk a bunch of crap about LA, but they're not actually living in LA and enjoying every part that LA has to offer.
Yeah.
They're living in the most populated areas where it's
Hollywood and
only
stuff,
where
yeah.
it's like only
Yeah.
actors and influencers and people that
There's so
like
much more to LA.
there's
Yeah.
so much culture in LA. There's
Yeah.
so much history. Like
It's
Yeah.
diverse. All the neighborhoods have like so much to offer and so
Mhm.
many like pockets of stories. Yeah.
so
it's
I
great.
get it. I get why the locals
Yeah, I get
hate the transplants.
Yeah, I mean
because
the people that
they
come
should.
and they talk smack about
Yeah.
LA, and they're like, "Oh my god, everyone here's so fake," and it's like, but you're fake.
Okay,
Yeah,
that is
you're
not
fake.
It's you.
Okay, everyone in
You are
LA
the
is
fake one.
fake. Have you ever been to Seattle? Like, I'm sorry, but no. Like, I found some of the most genuine, down to earth, just like real people in LA. Like, I literally coming from
Yeah.
Seattle, growing up there. Okay, I'm not trying to talk smack fully on Seattle, but like, there's a lot of fake ass
Every
people.
place
there.
is like that.
there's
Every
fake
place
people
you're
everywhere.
gonna
Yeah.
find it
Here,
anywhere.
It's like I feel like a lot of people gravitate towards LA who are searching for something more from life, and I think that happens to be people who are more down to earth, more genuine, and just looking to actually connect. Whereas like other cities, like where I come from, everyone's kind of very like they have their little cliques and they're not looking to expand or meet other people and whatnot. So I don't get it. And also, like, what place besides LA can you like literally go snowboarding and in the same day go to the beach? It's up
And
to
then
you.
go to the desert.
And then
and then go to the desert. Like,
Yeah.
LA is amazing.
That's why I
California's
live in LA, because number one, the industry I'm in, the entertainment industry, like this is where I do my auditions. This is where I do my music. I feel so grateful to live here and like be able to do all those things here. But also I just love the weather. I'm such a sun girl. I love the water. I love the beach. I love the food. I love the progressiveness. I love the nature. I love everything about this place, and I love living here.
Oh, I have chills. I love it so much too. And obviously I live there primarily because it benefits me, work-wise. Before I was commuting from Orange County to auditions and stuff, and that was such a nightmare. But, I grew up in Arkansas and then Orange County, and there are fake people there. And there's also people who expect you to live a certain life. And if you don't fit in that mold of how they think that you should live, like with a typical 9-to-5 job, then they think that you're weird or, and so what I loved about LA, when I moved to LA, it was like, I'm surrounded by people who are also dreamers and they're creatives and they want something, like you said, something more from life. Like they believe that there's more out there and they don't want to limit themselves to the easy road, which I think the easy road is great. And I think people who choose to take the easy road are smart as well. I don't think there's a right or wrong way, but I think, just feeling accepted and not outcasted for your decisions is really nice.
Yeah.
I love LA. So beautiful too.
It's so beautiful. I love it here.
You take the good with the bad. Like obviously there's negatives everywhere you live. But
Of course, especially with such a populated city. I mean, it's not going to all be good or bad.
It's the most popular. Los Angeles is the most populated just county in the country. So obviously there's going to be issues. Like with any big city, it has its problems and it has the good and the bad. But I think it's just as someone who grew up here and who could not feel more fortunate to have grown up in this weather and to have this landscape be part of my everyday. I think it's just a transformative city. I've seen how it transforms people that come from other places and how it's allowed them to reach, their dreams and to live out the lives that they've always wanted, or even be around people who are like-minded. Maybe where they came from, they didn't feel like it was a safe space to do that. Yeah. I feel like it's a great place, for innovation, and it really is a melting pot. We have so much diversity, so many different cultures. You meet so many different people, so many walks of life, so many vegans here, which is great. You go to so many restaurants that aren't vegan. There's at least a vegan option. So it's a place of open-mindedness.
Definitely.
So that's why it's my favorite place, and I love that I'm from here.
It's so funny, and I also feel like we kind of get everything first. Like I have friends that back home in Detroit, and Detroit's just now catching on to food trucks and boba tea and all this stuff, and I'm we've been there, done that.
Food trucks is very LA.
That's true. LA kind of sets the trends for everything. I feel like, and everybody kind of watches to see what we do.
5 years later, they pop up.
5 years
and have
delayed.
It. But especially where we're from, things can feel very stagnant sometimes, especially as creatives and artists and stuff. And you can kind of feel like the outcast. And in those cities, I know in Detroit, there are creative groups and there are people who are making moves in the city and doing things, but it is very, cookie cutter also. And, I never fit into that box. So,
I know. I like what you said about where you come from, not really feeling like a safe space, because 100%, once I drove into LA with all of my stuff, it's I knew I was in a safe space. I'm not even kidding you. I was I felt a weight lifted off my shoulders, because I did not feel safe where I came from. I was uncomfortable. I was I just don't fit in here. And I grew up thinking that there was something wrong with me. But the truth was I just wasn't where I belonged, and I wasn't with my people. So I am so grateful for LA.
So grateful for LA. We love you, LA.
We love you.
Thank you guys for the questions.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was so much fun. So we'll see you next week on the Vegan View.
Yeah. Don't forget.
You know what to do.
To like this video.
Like and subscribe.
We'll check out everything in the description box down below. We'll have our Facebook group, our individual social channels, and everything down there. And we will see you next week for another episode.
Bye, guys.